Okay, folks, I did one video and it was cleaning rings, and I've showed you how to clean rings before. My problem was I was here, so you didn't see what I was actually doing. So that video is going to the trash, although it was kind of a nice video. All right. I also restrung this, which is pretty boring, but now it's a nice bracelet. So, and I did use a stretch cord on that. That's this stuff right here. That's what I used on it. Okay, so I pulled out some other projects. Okay, this is just plastic, but it is a lightning bolt, and I could either fill it in with yellow or glittery red or whatever we wanted to. I guess traditionally it would have been yellow, and then you'd wear it on a red shirt. Set that aside. These here are a pair of very ugly, worn earrings. Obviously somebody liked it because it's worn pretty much here. The silver's worn off of it. They're post, not a big post fan, but I'm thinking if I was to take some resin and just paint these different colors, that silver backing would make them flash really well, especially if I used a translucent resin. So that's what I'm thinking about doing with those. This here is, you can see the pearl here. It's missing one here, here, and here, here, and there. These are pink pearls. I don't know if I've got pink pearls or not. I can actually, if I don't have the right pearls, I can pop that pearl out and just kind of put like a pink resin in there, and that would be cute. All right, this here, it's still in the bag. Sorry about that. All right. It's got all its rhinestones, which is oh, it's missing one right there. All right. It does not have all its rhinestones. It's missing one. I probably have one that I can put in there. And then it's missing its cabochon. So we can put that any color we want, any style we want, and just plop that that rhinestone back in. It won't be the same rhinestone because that's been sitting for a while, so I have no idea what was in there. Okay, this here is a necklace. It's got like a little lariat thing down here. Ta-da! It hangs here. It's got a good length of chain, and it's American Eagle, which probably indicates that this was probably a turquoise cabochon on there. Do I have turquoise stones? I doubt it. Can we make one? Sure, why not? We have yeah, we have the talent. Will it be as turquoisey as a real turquoise? No. I've never tried to make a turquoise stone. So that will be a challenge, won't it? All right, that's what I have available right now. I just went over and pulled some stuff out of a bin over there. I did have this too, and I said, didn't feel like that. Wasn't feeling that one. And I probably won't get to all of these, but these were the top contenders. So the first thing I'm going to do is go check to see if I've got any pink pearls. So I will be back. Although that might be a white pearl, which means I could, if I could find that color white, because there's so many whites. You would think white would be white, but it's not. It's kind of like black. Black is not just black. Red's just not red. Okay, so does this say who this was made by? I don't see a maker. But I think that's a pretty little cross. So let's think on working on this one, and I might work on another one too. Okay, I checked for pearls. The pearls I have are a little bit bigger than this, and I think they stick out too far. So I think my best bet is to actually pop that out and then fill these with resin. So that's my plan on that. Now on this, I said, let me figure out. I think this cabochon right here will work. So we can make a cabochon for that. Now we could do just a pour and like put a blue in. That's of course is too big, but it's one I made for a bracelet. Does it look horrible? No. Or we could do a green, which is, this is not a, this was also made for a bracelet. Do we like that green color? It's okay. Some other options. I have some stones. We could actually pour this full of these stones here and put some resin in it, maybe some color with it. We could do that there, or this color here, which these two here are pretty close. Do we want to do this blue? I think the blue's almost too much. I mean, I think that green would look good in there. I think it would look more what we're looking for, you know, more. And then we can just pick out, well, we can pick out stones that aren't going, because some of these holes are off. Like you see this one right here, the hole is right there, and it's just, so that's not really good usable stone. And this right here would make a great use for it. Okay, so if we do this, what do we put in between it? What do we put in the resin? You think that little brown maybe? You see how the brown is right there on these? That might be a good thing. The other thing I had was, before I looked everywhere for these, I couldn't find them. They were on the other side of the room. Is to take something like this and just crush it, break it up, mix it with a brown, and do a mold with that. And I might just try one just to see what it looks like, because I probably probably am not going to be using this. I'll use the beads. The beads are great. But these here, I made a turtle out of one. It was cute. Maybe I'll show you my turtle. Okay, this turtle, I put a magnet on the bottom of him, but that was actually started out as one of these here. So, and I like him. He's so cute. Here's his face. He goes like that. Anyways, just telling you what you can do with some of these really odd things. All right, now, I was thinking I'll go through these, pick out the ones that are kind of not good, like what I was showing you. And then I'll take maybe a little bit of this and that purple. I think this color here. And then I've got some more eyeshadow here. Eyeshadow is a mica powder. So if you don't have the color you want and you've got an eyeshadow, yeah, pull it out and use it. Yeah, I'm thinking that brown there, maybe, some green with that. Maybe I should just stick to the brown. I don't know. We'll see. But right now, we need to go through here and pick out bad. I got a cup here so I can use it as sorter. All right, this one here. Is that one cut that short? That one would probably still, oh, I'm sorry, still work. Yeah, I got some trash in there. Let's throw the trash away. All right, these here all look like they're pretty good. That one there, that one there we can set aside for use. Okay, this is going to be a little involved, so, but you see what I'm doing. I'm just going through them, and anything that I think might break if you put it in a necklace. Oh, that's a cool one, huh? It's a tube. I didn't know I had that in there. Yeah, just take, like this one here. Look at the holes right there. Can you see it? It's like cut down the side. Yeah, that's definitely not going to make it into a necklace. But that's what we're looking for is these stone chips that won't really work in a piece of jewelry. So we're gonna make it work. Okay, we got them sorted. Not a lot of them that are bad, but it's good to have them out of there. All right, let's go right here. Let's put, we want to be able to pack them in as well as you can, so we got the little ones in there. And if we want, we can break a few of these, you know. There's no law against that. Make sure they're in there really well. I think I'm going to try on one of these and do that. Break a few of them and just see if, I don't know how hard these are to break. Okay, they don't break easy. Let me try the little ones. Well, if I can hold on to the little ones. All right, let's go kitty corner here. Okay, there's some breakage. Not much. It looks like it broke the, where the rock was in it, you know, the impurities. Oh, you know what? That one's not a bad one. I just looked at it wrong. There was a, it looked like they double drilled it. All right, that one broke. Let's see if I can break it again. Whoops, piece flew. It's right there. I wanna, yeah. Oh, that's good one. Look at that. Look how well that broke. All right, let me put this in here. Again, put our hand around it, but make sure you don't get your hand in the pliers. All right, that's, turn it a bit. Ouch, I got it right there. Pinched me. All right. All right, we got to figure out how to do this without pinching us. Oh, that doesn't want to break. Could go get a hammer. All right, do we want to keep that one? All right, let's put pieces in there. All right, now let's get the little pieces in there. Should we put the little pieces in first? I don't know. I think what we'll do is put the resin in and then use a toothpick or something and poke them around. All right, let's see if I can break this one some more. Heard it. Some of it broke. There. There. All right, let's see if I can break some more of it. Oh, I heard something. Oh, that's hard. Huh. It is a rock. Sorry, didn't mean to bunk you. But I had to salvage the the parts that flew. Okay, I'm liking this one better because it's just fuller. All right. Should I go just take like this and take the hammer to it? I could do that. I could put a paper towel over it, take it to the kitchen, and just whack it one. Yeah. I'll be back. Okay, guys. Look at this. I got it crushed. You would not believe how hard that was. It was like unbelievable hard. The first I started with a wooden meat board, and I have to use it on my table and not on, because my table's old and yeah. But my counters are quartz. I'm going, I don't want to break stone. Not that stone. I wanted to break this stone. So I had to go to a different meat board, one that was, but anyways, when I hit it on the wooden one, it went into the wood. It literally put this huge dent in my wooden meat board. It was funny. Would I have thought it was funny if somebody else did it to my meat board? I don't know. But since I did it, I mean, I can get away with stuff. Because, yeah, I did it in the name of crafting. All right, let's put that aside because we do not want to use resin anywhere near my bead board. May have one too many in here. Okay, let's get butter wrapper out. Make sure it's clean of any butter. I thought I had done that, but I guess I hadn't. All right, that's good. Move this stuff out of the way. Bring this back. Resin. Hello, resin. Oh, what? I gotta get my UV light out. Definitely not gonna have problems with the sun today because it's rainy and nasty out. All right, hold on. All right, I got my light out. Is this one? No, I want this one. And these are always hard to open for me. I don't do makeup. To me, this is good for, yeah, art. All right, let's take that brown. I think it's going to be too light of a brown. What do you think? Let's mix it up and then we'll decide. I can always use some of this. Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to whack you. Some of the other makeup there to make it a little darker. I don't want to put any purples in it. Let's see what we got here. Come on. Here we go. It's no, we don't want sparkles. That one's got sparkles. Let's just do a little black in it. Just a little bit. Yeah, I think that's a better color. Yeah. All right. Let's drip some in. Drip it in. Drip it in. Now I'm just hoping that this does not hide the stones. Probably should have done that one first. And then if this one hides the stones, then we can do some clear first and then do the brown. That was probably would have been a better ideal. All right, let's do some clear on top of that. Let's do some clear on that one just to get it down into the bottom. first. But see this right here? Has a lot of that color in it. So, yeah. Might have been, I could have done a little more black, I guess, in that. But the thing with natural stones is there's nothing uniform about them. They're all different. So, you know what? This one here, let me set it over here. Might crush that one up and just put it on the back here. Will you? Got it in the hole. All right, let me put a little more resin in that one here. We'll see whether or not we want the brown in it at all. We might not want the brown. There might be enough of the natural. Okay. Let's make sure that's down low, because we don't want it sticking out. There we go. All right, let's put that under the light and we'll see what we got, shall we? Okay, here they are. There's that one. Ooh. Okay, they're a little small, but we can put, we can increase the size of that. What do you think? Okay, let's check this one. Oh, no. No, no, no. This one's definitely not. No. Definitely should have put the clear first. And maybe some brown behind it. Now, what I could do is just sand this down to the stones and put some clear layers on it. What do you think of this one though? Let's look at it again. There's enough of the brown in the stones themselves, I think. Okay, I do not have a cabochon that's the right size. That's the problem. This one here is too small. This one's too big. And the one that I had made for the bracelet, or that I had, that one's too big too. You know what? I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to paint here. I'm going to do this color here, paint it underneath, and then just put layers on top and just coat it. I think that will work. I think that will work. This one definitely is not going to work. Okay, so we know that now. We have figured that one out. Oh, I am sorry. I really jostled you there. All right. So let's lay that there. Over to the side here. And I got to clean this mess up because I have chips here. You know what? I might want a couple of chips to put in there. But I need something harder to put the... I might take this one out and break it. Because This one ain't gonna do me any good. I wish it wasn't so yucky outside. It's really nasty out, guys. Oh, all right. Okay, I took this rag and I took it out to outside, and on another rock, I put this rock and smashed this here. All right. So let's where'd I put it? Oh, there it is. I'm like, I had that sitting right there. Go right like that. I'm just gonna put a line of resin right here. I'm gonna take a toothpick, spread it out to the edge, all the way to the edge. I'm gonna take little pieces of broken stuff here. Yeah, I guess I should have taken the last time I tried to break it, instead of doing it in the kitchen, I should have taken it outside. But it was raining, and it still is. Like that there. Yeah, the resin smashed easy. But I hit it hard. I was like, crazy woman out there, just whacking it. I guess I could have smashed this more. Smashed it. Smash it, smash it. I want to make sure I get all the way to the edge here, because that's the part that's going to show underneath that cabochon. Yeah. Yeah, this would probably been better if all the ones in this here were crushed like that, smushed like that. All right. Oop, that one's, I don't want that there. All right, I want these. I just didn't want that brown piece in there. But that's how you figure it out, you know. You do it, and if it don't work for you, don't use it. Yeah, it's that simple. If it doesn't work, don't use it. All right. Making sausage gravy for supper with biscuits, peas. I like English peas, green peas, however you call it. I usually just call it peas. But my sons don't like it. Of course, I'm not using they don't like canned peas. I don't know if they like fresh peas or not. I think fresh peas are acceptable. Not their favorite, but acceptable. So, yeah. All right, what are we going to do with this, huh? Should we try making another cabochon with it? I mean, we got the thing, rather than throw it away. Don't know. What do you think, huh? It'll be all right. It's going to be good. It will. It will. It will. All right. Okay, I got thinking. I'll put it in a cross. That's what we're doing with a lot of our leftover stuff, is we're putting them in crosses. That's what I did with the excess resin that was on the thing here, that brown. I put it here. Is it going to be pretty? I don't know. But if it's not pretty, I can I can cover it. You know what? Because I can do that. All right, let's just put these here in a cross. And I'm going to cure it with clear resin around it, and then we'll back it with another color. I don't know what color we'll use. With this, I can do any color I want. I could do pink if I wanted. Yeah. Ooh. How damaged that paper got whacking it with a hammer. Who would have thought that whacking it with a hammer would cause that much damage? I know, everybody. All right, we need to put all this stuff in there too. We don't want to waste it. And then I'm going to clean this rest of this up with a well, actually it's a tape back, but what it is prescription label. I opened a couple of new prescription bottles, so the old prescriptions that were empty, I saved the label because it comes off the bottle really easy. And make sure I got some right in there. Anyways, then you just go chippa 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 like that. And if you got something like that you want to use, just keep it like that right there. Can you see what I'm doing? Keeping it. Yeah. Just scrape it off into the mold. All right. Now I need to put some more resin in there. Oh, you know what would be pretty in there? Is some gold. Or silver. I'll have to think about it. I'll be back. Got a fresh butter wrapper. Some more resin. And we got some metal flakes. Ta-da! And they're going everywhere. Because that's what metal flakes do for you. Oops. Alright, let's put them in there. Put them in there. Let's grab a couple more flakes. Put them in there. Chop them up. Chop them up, chop them up, chop them up. Put them in. Will this be able to be seen on the other side? Probably not. So, I can always make this the front if I want. But anyways, it's sticking up too far. Come on, go down in. Go down in. All right, let me pull that rock out. That's just too big. Just too big. Let's put some more resin right in there. It doesn't have enough. More. That's rock sticking out. Now I want to go like this and make sure all the rocks are not sticking out. Okay, Let me put that under the lamp. Move that out of the way. Put a lid on that so it doesn't fly everywhere. Don't fly everywhere. All right. There's little pieces that are flying. That's all right. All right, let's bring this back out. I'm looking for my tape. I want to put some tape under the back side of that simply because I do not want it to make a mess. So, put a piece of tape right there. All right, so come on, metal flake, metal flake. Okay, let's put resin on top of this. And we're going to stick that right on top of that. Come on. Want to get you centered. Ooh, you stick up too high. I'm going to go with that. Is it too high, or is it just me who doesn't like them quite that high? I think it's just me. I don't like them that high. So, I'm going to go with it. Let it cure. Let that go. All right. Next thing we're going to do is work on these here. Let me move that out of the way. Okay, I think I'll use the mica powders here. What do you think? Do you like that palette? Or we could do, or do we want to do the gels? I think maybe we should do the gels. I think this might be too opaque. It's sitting here, so I just want to use it, but let's do it right. Okay, I pulled out a bunch of these here. They are a resin dye. And let's start with probably the lightest color, which would be a yellow. And I don't need very much, just need let me do 2 dots on that. Bring this resin over here. And we're just going to paint two of the things. And that's it. Okay, so what we're going to need to do with any of this leftover resin will be get a mold and put it in it. Because it's not going to take much at all. And you want to clean your paintbrush really well. All right, let's pull another color. Let's go ahead with the green, because green and yellow are sister colors. All right. Now, do we want them side by side? I don't know. Let's do, we're going to need more color than that. It's not going to show up. Let's get more resin too. All right. And it's not a waste because we're going to put it in a mold, right? So you won't think about it as being, well, you've wasted that resin. What do we do? We put it on this one here. What do you think so far, huh? All of a sudden, it's got some color to it. I like it. All right, let me put that under the light. And I need to go find another mold, because I used the one that was sitting right here. All right, let's take the green, put it in here. Yes, this mold is not very clean. It's got some some glitter on the edges. The inside's clean, it's just the outside needs to be cleaned. Anyways, let's whip that brush off. Put some of that green here, some there, some there. Clean it all off. Let's put the yellow in. So put that in a separate spot so it's not mixing with that green. Then I'm going to put it under the light. Alright, let's put that under the light, let that cure. Let's bring these back out. I did put these under the light while we were, I was looking for the mold. It was sitting over there. Yeah. Alright, let's do, make sure the cap's on. Let's do a peacock. This is a peacock blue, which is a pretty color. All right. Mix that in. What do you think of that color, huh? All right, let's put that one right up there. Looks like I'm gonna have to do 2 layers of this one, which is okay. It's one thing with gels, they're translucent, so putting on more than 1 layer will give you a much richer color. So we'll be back. Okay, let's put another layer of the peacock on here. Make sure you get down on there we go. Make a nice rich color. All the way down. All the way down to this side here. There we go. What do you think, huh? Better? Alright, now we can put the rest of this in here. Right there. Alright, let me use the little squeegee thing here, the stylus. Put it all in there. I definitely made more than I needed to, huh? Okay. We will put that under the lamp. All right, let's pull out our necklace, see how that's looking. All right. We definitely got to put a, oh, it moved. Oh, it budged, and I cannot unbudge it. Darn. Okay. Think. It definitely moved. Why did you move? Why did you move? All right, let's go ahead and put a thing here. Bring it down in. All right. Toothpick up wrong. Picked it up on the wrong end. I am having a good day. Am I not? No, you're not. Where'd that come from? I don't know. Okay, so I need some more crushed. There's a piece right there. Come on. Just come in. You just go. Can I get you in there? Nope, you're not small enough, so. All right, so let's put it back over there. Put it back over there. Put it back over there. Over there. All right. So, since I can't move that, what I gotta do is I gotta build up this side. And you see how this is crushed and these are too big? Oh, there's a hole there too. Having crushed over on this side will be a good thing. Anyways, that's not a thing for today because the weather's turning even worse out and I'm not going back out there. But I will put that under the light and cure what we just put on there. And yeah. You'll see it eventually, right? All right, let's see what we got now. Let's get a different color. First of all, we got to start with some resin. Let's do, this is a peachy red. Peachy red. Let's clean our paintbrush. And yes, you can use a paintbrush in resin. Just make sure you wipe the bristles really good afterwards. Well, my husband just got home, so I'm going to finish up this one piece, and then I'm going to go work on supper, I guess. See? That's what it's going to look like. Alright. Ta-da! Put the other piece on. And I'll be back. Okay, let's do violet. Violet. Oh, that's very intense, isn't it? Okay. Let's put these up here. It's much more intense than the other colors were. Let's go right here. Oh, not so much when you put it on the silver. There. Now we'll put that under the light. What do you think? Let's put that under. And then we'll do one more layer and put that in the cross. All right, while that's doing its thing, let's look at this here. Yeah, the silver's all on the back. There's none on the front. But what I'm thinking is we can do a silver cross. What do you think? And then just finish off the back. So if they want to use the back, they can. Let's go ahead and do that while we're waiting on that cure. So I'm going to start with putting a little bit of resin in the cross thing, and then put together some right here. Which means we got to get some of the metal flakes out again. The easiest way to get the metal flakes is actually take it off the lid. There. Always cover the flakes back up because they will go everywhere. They are not a respecter of boundaries at all. All right. Let's put that in there. Let's kind of just pack it in. Just pack it in. We might need to get some more. Don't know how much it's going to take. Don't go too big. Go too big, you're going to get it all over everywhere. All right. Go right there. There. All right, pack it in, pack it in. Make sure it gets good and packed. A little bit more up here. Right there. All right. Do I need more right there? Right there. Let's look at that. All right. What do you think? All right, let's put that under the light. All right, let's bring these back out. Do another coating with the purple. Just realized I was using this, and before I was using the paintbrush. It don't matter. They both work. They both work. And once we get these all done, I'm going to take and put a clear layer on them over the gel. I think a little bit more up here, huh? Right there. Right there, right there. All right. Put that under the light. Let's get this out. Let's put some purple in. Purple. 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 All right. Now my husband wants to watch some TV, so I guess I'll finish this up. I don't know. He says he might need some help with loaves and fishes tomorrow. We'll see. Anyways, let me put that under the light. That's going to be pretty. Yeah, right. Put that under the light. Let that cure. Let everything cure, and I'll come back tomorrow. Bye. Okay, let's do the last color, which is going to be a red, a ruby red. There we go. Oh, I haven't used this one. Look, it still has its little thing on it. Now, what I learned is if you take a paper towel and put over it, and then cut it, you don't get ink everywhere. Alright. Stir that in. Ooh, that's a red red. Probably only needed 2 drops, not 3. Alright, let's put it on this last one. Alright. Let's get it under the light. This one here. This one under the light. Let's put some more color in this. There's an empty spot right there. And I think everything else has got color in it. Okay, so, oops, this one's got some clear right there, so we'll put some red right there. Anyways, let me put that under the thing, and I will use it in this one. Looks like blood. 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 Do you want to save enough so that I can do one more layer in the on the red ones? I can put more of that in there after I get the other done. I didn't like that, so I took a Dremel and cut it off. And then I took the cabochon, took it out, wrapped it in that dirty old towel again, laid it on a stone and used a hammer on it so that I could get the pieces again. So what I'm going to do is what I should have done. Just go slowly and just build up a natural thing. Will it be as smooth on the top? No. It'll look a little more natural though. All right, let's with the bigger pieces and just start with them. Dip in. Build up the base there, like that. Don't need that. That's built up resin. There's a little more built up resin. Okay, let's put that one on. Come on, you need to be into the center. Yeah, like that. Put a little piece right. Come on. Toothpick, don't want to pick these up. I guess the stone's a little too heavy to use my trick where you just wet the toothpick and pick it up that way, huh? Understandable. Oh, don't go too far that way. All right. Let's get need another piece right there. Let's let this one go. We'll see. We'll see. All right, let's cure that before we do any more. I might need to go crush some to make it smaller. Just have some little bits like this size here, because these are probably going to be too big. Where'd it go? Right there. Too big to fill in those little spots. All right. See if I can get that one just with the pliers. Break the resin off mitt. Oh, bunging my fingers here. I was using my Dremel to cut that, and suddenly sparks flew. I'm going, where are the sparks coming from? And what I had done is I'd hit this, the tip of this, I was holding it, because you don't hold, you don't want to hold the bezel with your fingers while you're using a Dremel to cut on it. You know, it's like, so yeah, I accidentally hit the tip of this a little bit. All right, so there's some nice small little pieces in here. Is that the piece I was trying to scrunch it? It doesn't want to break up using this. So yeah, I'll just throw that over there. I got enough pieces right here that I can go hammer and make into smaller pieces. Let's see if I can. Nope, I was hoping I could break that. All right. I may take those larger pieces here and just take them back out and hit them with a hammer again. Yeah, I mean, it's not good for the rag, but it's just a rag, see? And it's dirty. It's really sick. It was in my husband's truck for a long time, and somehow it migrated to the house. I don't know how that happened. Things happen, you know? All right. Well, I'm going to pause while that's curing, and I'm crushing. Okay. This here is actually would be probably the back side, although I would use it either way. And there, I put the silver in the cross indent on it. What do you think? I think it's a great use of bad stones there. And then this is one that I did, these two here, while we were making these. The excess from this went into this. Then I had, I don't know, there wasn't room for the red in here. There's a little bit there and a little bit there, so I put it in here and then finished that one off. So those are what we've been working on this video. I just thought I'd show you that cross. I just really like this. I'm not really big into turquoise and silver. If I was, I would definitely keep this because even not being big into it, I kind of like it. I really do like it. All right, let's put some more resin. We're going to try smoothing it out a little bit, and I may put some very fine particles here, just to make it a little more eveny. Sure, we'll call it that a word, huh? Eveny. Wow. But they got a lot of these little bitty pieces, and it's tedious, but hey, whatever works, right? Anyways, I'm gonna keep doing this, and you can see what it's gonna look like. Oops. Let's see, this part down here, that's gonna be the bottom, and then that goes around the neck, just like that. And yeah, after I get, I'm gonna have to do a couple of layers of the clear just to make sure this smooths out. I don't know that you can tell on camera whether or not it's smooth or not, so I'm not going to bother bringing it back and showing you. So yeah, but this has been a learning thing for me. I mean, I learned a good use for badly drilled stones. Yeah, leave a comment. Tell me what you'd like me to do. If there's something you'd like me to try, I'd be up for a challenge. My sister's challenged me a couple of times with different things, and that was fun. All right, you're not going to be flat enough. All right, fine. Unless you can find a little pocket. Oh, there, maybe. Oh, look it, you found a pocket. Ta-da! All right. Anyways, I'm going to keep working on this, like I said, and I will be back. See you with a different video. Bye. Okay, folks, we finished. This is what that one comes out. Those are those earrings. Okay, and these are the crosses that we were using for the leftover. This one here, you can see a lot of this stuff here. This cross here was the leftover stones from here, that the cabochon we used that we crushed up. Yep, there's that. And there's also some leftover from the earrings. Anyways, this is Bethany with New Life Jewelry Creations. Thanks for stopping by. I hope you enjoyed this, and come back and see me.